closer.
Yeah. So let's set ourselves up like we would, and then for those of us, I still want you to be
Perfect.
so you can still be in arm's length of the person as you go along. Does that make sense? Okay.
So we have the structure here, but it's not performance mode. This is a rehearsal that we are really workshopping the connectivity, right? And feeling and listening. So it's just really us rehearsing the feeling, the embodiment. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Jamaris will set us up here.
Just listen and sense and feel.
Welcome to Studio 6B. This is the home of Ailey II. Really what inspires me for this season, our tagline or our mission is really about legacy shaping the future. And that, I think, encompasses, the work of Alvin and Mr. Ailey, and even myself growing up as a student and as an Ailey baby, as they say. And with Revelations already, we've had rehearsals with Matthew Rushing and Lakey Evans Pena and myself, and also we've had William Forsythe come in and help coach and teach his work, Enemy in the Figure. And it's been just magical also to bring my two families together, being back at Ailey and being back where everything started for me, and being able to bring my adventures and my experiences in Europe and intermesh the two has been just a gift. Let me see, in terms of process, we've really been working on interior work, right? The dancers really taking the time to reflect and even jot down notes. Rev and a little bit of moment of foresight, and I'll talk about the two, about legacy shaping the future, which is really what Second Company is about, right? So if you can now, while she's interviewing me, just go to your notebooks. What I'd love is a reflection like we did the first day and think about where you were when you first talked, if you could recall what you said the first day, and think about today, and think about what you've discovered or acquired since that conversation. That'd be really wonderful to keep trying.
Hello, my name is Brene Thomas. These past 2 weeks, I've learned to appreciate my community, learning from each other, and regathering my purpose.
Louder?
Yeah, touch louder.
Okay. Hi, my name is Elijah Lancaster, and this week in Ailey II, I've been learning love and respect and communication and all of the things.
Learning. My name is Jeff Robinson. This week in Ailey II, the work that we are working on really helps me move authentically and truly from my heart.
My name is Megan King, and these past 2 weeks in Ailey II have been really like a revelation for me. I'm noticing that the mindfulness we built up in the studio is following me outside of the studio. In my life, I'm able to take what it means to breathe and be in the moment. The way I carry myself in the street, I find also attracts other people to find that sense of calm. In New York City, we're in a city of bustling and hustling and everything moves quickly, but to be that calm in the storm is powerful. So I'm finding that both outside the studio and in my dancing, there's also a sense of play that I find now in my movement, that it comes from within. I'm tapping into a deeper place, that my movement comes from a place of honesty and I find that it resonates a lot more strongly, and it feels more real for me, and I enjoy the experience much more because of that. And just finding a sense of dissecting what classical ballet, what I thought it meant to me, is totally different. We're having so much more fun being rebels in ballet, like those punk rock artists that are able to defy what we think ballet is, the ballet norm. So I'm finding that in myself. It gives me that freedom to be the artist that I know I can be and that I am. So I'm stepping into my power and realizing that I have so much more potential, capabilities to be built on now and here on out. Yes.
Walk into the space with a sense of clear intention and purpose. A lot of the times, sometimes as dancers, I think we can just walk into the space casually, but we've been really working just in terms of their professionalism or even artistry, just to have notes, have reflections, have affirmations, have thoughts that they carry into the space. So they're already bringing offerings to the space, right? And walking in empowered, which has been really just amazing to watch them do that. So we've been working on this interior work, and then we've also kind of spanned the gamut, so to speak, and gone to this very deconstructive William Forsythe work, which is taking almost balletic vocabulary and deconstructing. And I think what I really loved about William Forsythe's work as a dancer was the fact that it felt like it was an inclusive language. Very much the rhythms were very connected to music that I love in hip-hop, in African drums, in rhythms, and I always felt his choice of music for me was an invitation as a woman of color. So it's been just amazing to kind of bring, you know, what inspired me as a young dancer and bring all of that, also very complex analysis and thinking into the studio. So it's a real kind of conscious, an analytical approach to the dance that has many layers happening at once. Really with Forsythe work, that was always it. It was almost kind of these impossible tasks that he would ask us, and we would have them all running at once, and then we would distill and say, okay, I'm going to choose this in the moment. So you just see the dancer really processing on such a kind of high frequency and high velocity he talked about a lot. So you'll really see, and there's a wildness and an abandonment to the work.
My name is Rachel Yu, and this week was my first week with the second company as an apprentice, actually. And I'm not gonna lie, before I came, I was super hesitant about how I was going to be able to embrace the space and be with the dancers after 18 months of being alone during the pandemic, which has been super difficult. But as soon as I stepped into the room, all the walls that were built up in my heart really melted away so instantaneously, and everyone embraced me with so much love and so much openness. And every day this week, at the end of the day, all I could feel was gratitude and a certain sense of disbelief that I get to be here with these people at this time. And a lot of the times throughout the week, I kept thinking back to my childhood, and I was like, I'm getting to dance the work of people that I've only dreamt about working with for so long, and it's been absolutely amazing. It's been a complete honor, and I'm so grateful to be here.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jamaris Mitchell, and these last 2 weeks with Ailey II have been absolutely amazing. We've been playing around with ideas of specificity and release in the choreography, truly finding that freedom, which has been truly an amazing experience, trusting myself, loving the dance and my coworkers. It's just awesome.
Do I look at the camera?
Yeah, I mean, you can look at me. You don't have to look directly in the lens. It's a little unnerving.
I'm gonna look around, not you. This is my first year in Ailey II. This process has been really interesting as far as the improv we've been doing. It's I wasn't expecting it, but it's a lot of improv. But the improv, it goes into the work that we're doing, and I'm just having a lot of fun. Miss Harper's really opening up my mind as far as like improv, like I said, with the 9 points, Will and Forsyth, and I'm having a good time. That's it.
Hi, my name is Shanice, and it's my first year in Ailey II. I'm really excited to say that we have such a strong community of dancers here and leaders that we continue to push and inspire each other past our boundaries, and I'm really excited to see how we continue to do that throughout the season.
I think the second week I figured out how to like use my entire body to move around and like actually feel like I'm dancing, because like what we've been discussing the whole time is like basically how the technique and the passion kind of gotta mesh together, you know. And we've kind of been learning how to do that, and I appreciate that. That's fire. And I think yeah, I feel like it's like opened up my mind to a lot of different ways to move and actually feel like I'm dancing. So it's good. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hi there, my name is Hannah Alyssa Richardson, and I'm first year with Ailey II, and this is our second week of Ailey II, and I'm very, very thankful for all the information and knowledge that we've learned. Even though it's been 2 weeks, I feel like I've just learned an abundance of things, whether that's learning the roots and origins from Mr. Rushing's Revelations, learning from Revelations from him, learning the inside scoop of the choreographing world from Mr. Battle, learning how to be bold and no complaining from Ronnie, or just being open with Miss Lakey and Miss Harper. It's just been a wonderful experience. You guys should see my notebook. It's only been 2 weeks, but it's almost finished. So it's just been lots of information and knowledge, and I'm very, very thankful.
Hi, my name is Trevon Williams, and I'm honestly, oh snap. Hi, my name is Trevon Williams, and these past 2 weeks in Ailey II has been very eye-opening for me as an artist and as a human being overall. We've been taking a lot of meditations and yoga, and also Francesca's been talking a lot about trusting in the process and also getting rid of those negative thoughts in your mind as an artist that hold you back. So honestly, the process over time has been very eye-opening for me, has been pushing me beyond my limits and all my capabilities that I thought I wasn't capable of. So I'm just honestly grateful to be here and just to be doing Revelations. I've been wanting to do Revelations since I was 14 when I first saw it. So I'm just ready for more.